Hey guys, so the last video I posted was an updated look at my new carry-on, my Vera Bradley 17-inch roll-along tote. And I did a real in-depth look at it and what I carry, my carry-on essentials as of late. And I actually, when I filmed it, I had filmed what was in my travel walking pharmacy, which is actually in 2 cases because of TSA regulations about liquids, gels, and aerosols. Why was that hard to say? I'll get to that in a moment. And I actually cut that part out of the video because it was kind of hard to see the products that I carry. And traditionally in the past, I've done my walking pharmacy videos separately. I think I only have one, but I'm going to be doing an updated look at my walk-in pharmacy and that's in my handbag in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that if you're interested, as well as updated purse organization videos. So sort of an organizational take on what's in my purse. Because it's been a long time since I did that. But I wanted to show you kind of more in detail what I carry with me on the plane in my travel walking pharmacy. And I keep everything in this little makeup pouch by MAC. If it's still available, I'll post a link to it in the more info bar below. It's this kind of black shiny laminate, and you can actually see it says MAC embossed on it, but it's not very noticeable. That part. I like the zipper pull. It's really easy because it has this like wide ring at the end, so it's easy to open. And I always just have a tiny little hair clip on the end just in case I need to throw my hair up. I usually wear my hair either like this or in a braid when I'm traveling, or just like up on one side just to keep it out of my face. And this size hair clip holds all my hair, so use whatever appropriate sized hair clip works for you and your hair. But I like that it has the pull tab too, because it's really easy to just pull out of the bag. And what I do actually when I'm traveling, I usually don't carry my purse on the plane. I usually pack my purse in my bag, but I carry my wallet and my walking pharmacy obviously and all that in my carry-on bag. And whenever we get to our destination and I'm starting to fill out my purse, I will use this. I'll probably take a couple things out, but I'll use this and put some of these things in as my walking pharmacy in my purse when we're on vacation. So I don't bring all my purse contents from home. I just bring one thing. But this is mainly geared for travel, being on the airplane. So this is the main case, like I said. And then I'll show you the case that I keep all the liquids and gels and things that have to be in 3-ounce bottles or less for security reasons, outlined by TSA. This little pouch actually came with my roll-along tote, and it is TSA approved to use instead of a quart-sized Ziploc bag. It's actually a quart-sized pouch, but a really nice sturdy one, and I just keep all the liquid things in here when I'm traveling, instead of like putting things in and out. Like I said, when we get to wherever we're going, I'll take out like the lotion and the lip balm and stuff and put the things that I would want to have in my purse with me when we're out and about during our trip in this, and just put this in my purse. But anyway, so you saw a little hair clip. The inside, this is a nice bag also because it's very flat, and because of the material, it feels like kind of stain and water resistant, if that makes sense. And it actually has a green interior, which makes it really easy to find things. This is great for makeup as well. It's always nice to have a lighter colored interior in your makeup bag, because lots of makeup products are black, especially if you like brands like MAC and NARS and a lot of black packaging. Things can get lost in a black lined bag, but it's nice to have a different color. So I'll just kind of pull things out and show you what I have in here. I have a little mini packet of Kleenex, of course. These are cute. These are newer, these kind of like flatter pocket-sized Kleenex. I like those a lot. And a little package of express cleaning wipes from Sephora, and this actually only comes with 10 wipes, but do you see how tiny this is? It is so small. It's actually even smaller. It's about the same size. Slightly smaller than the Kleenex. And I've used a couple of these actually on the last flight I was on. I fell asleep with my leaning over onto the tray table, if that makes sense, and I got some black marks on my arm from the metal part of the folding tray, and this took it right off. And I've also used it to clean up my under eye makeup and stuff like that when I'm on the go. Also works as a hand wipe or whatever if you're not near a sink and you need to wash things up a bit. I always have a quart-sized Ziploc bag in my walking pharmacy, whether it's travel or not, my regular one. I just always find it's really useful to have a Ziploc bag on hand. I always have them in like every suitcase I travel as well. And then I don't know if this is like too much information, but I do suffer from IBS. I've talked about that on my Housewife Life before, which is IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome. Oh my goodness, speaking is so hard. And it's just a condition where I have a lot of trouble digesting. I have it under wraps now, but it kind of flares up when I travel because of stress and like eating different things. So I always carry a travel size packet of Miralax with me on the plane, and that's sort of self-explanatory. I'm just gonna let that take care of itself, but to me that's a travel necessity. I always pack them with me too in my checked baggage. It's really the only time I take Miralax is when I'm traveling. It's the only time I really need it. But I like to have it with me on the plane in case we get stuck somewhere or in case I have a really bad problem. So there are those things. I have these little mini earbuds. I got these many, many years ago. These are by Roxy. I probably bought these about 8 years ago. I don't think they carry them anymore. But you know, earbuds are earbuds. I like these because they came in a little case. But I know a lot of course I can't open them now. A lot of companies sell, you know, package their items in a little case. And I bought these originally because they have different size little rubber things to go over the ear part. And I have really like small ear canals. So it's nice to have the woman size, like smallest sized option. But I do travel with Bose headphones. If you watch my carry-on video, you'll see those are like huge. This is nice like for when I'm sitting at the gate. And I don't want to get out my whole big earphones. You just never know when you want like discreet small headphones. And especially, you know, if I just happen to forget my workout headphones, these are great for, you know, being on the treadmill or whatever at the gym and wherever we're traveling. So I always have those in there. Actually, I always have headphones in my other walking pharmacy as well, but you'll see that later. And then I have a little 4-compartment pillowcase from the Container Store. These are very inexpensive. I believe they're less than $1. I've had this forever, but I know they still carry them. And I have Advil in one, Aleve in another, a multivitamin in another, and some Dramamine in the last. Because I do suffer from motion sickness from time to time, so I have a couple things in here to deal with that. I get queasy, like when the plane gets kind of like swoopy or it's really turbulent, I'll get kind of queasy. So kind of to go along in that vein, I have some ginger candies. These are ginger chews. Ginger is great if you're experiencing nausea. It really just is a stomach soother. And these are nice because you can just kind of suck on them or chew on them. And then another thing I can do, and I have done in the past, is if you get like a cup of hot water from the stewardess, and I'll drop a couple of these in and kind of let them melt and then drink it. It's almost like ginger tea on the go. So that's nice. And the last thing I have that's, oh here, I'll give you a closer look at these. I think I get these at Whole Foods. They are by the Ginger People, and they come in like a box or a bag. But I like how they're individually wrapped. And then the last queasy related thing is this organic lip balm called Queasy Ease, or Bavia, I think is the brand. And it is just along the same veins of that. It is, you know, something you put on your lips that it's more of a smell related thing where you smell the, let's see, what does it have in it? Yeah, it has shea butter, beeswax, sunflower seed oil, castor seed oil, rosewood oil, lavender oil, peppermint oil, orange peel oil, ginger root extract, etc. Rosemary. These are all herbs that are known calmers. So if you're experiencing queasiness, it's got a very herby smell to it, and you put it on your lips, and it just kind of, it's almost like an aromatic queasiness reducer. So those are my seasickness, motion sickness related travel items. And then of course I have a little hairbrush. This is from Sephora. I have a bunch of these in all my different handbags and things. It's nice because it has a mirror on one side and then a pop out brush on the other, and it's very compact and lightweight. I have earplugs. I don't actually end up using these very often. I'm very sensitive to noise, and the airplane is just so noisy, just even without anything going on, just by being an airplane. So I have used these from time to time. They really just bother my ears more than help, but my Bose headphones kind of help in that department. I usually just wear them on like the noise canceling setting, and then I don't hear the noise of the plane quite so much. I have a couple of Airborne to-go packets in the lemonade. This is great, especially if I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather. I'll have this in a glass of water before we take off, and I feel like it doesn't hurt. And then I have a couple tea leaf powder packets by Rishi. I have a green oolong and a genmai green tea, and I think that's how you pronounce that. These are really, really nice and a great way to hydrate on the plane with something that tastes different than just water. It basically makes your water taste like green tea because it's just green tea powder, so that's nice. I have Truvia packets, it's my sweetener of choice, so I always travel with those. And then I have some Band-Aids because you just never know when you're gonna get a boo-boo, and you don't want like an open cut or anything on an airplane. Or when traveling, it's good to cover things up, even just like a little paper cut or something. I have a nail file. This is by Nail Tech. I think I got this at Ulta. I like crystal nail files. This is just like a little mini one that comes in its own case. So that's nice to have in case of a snagged nail or something. Oh, I have a little lens cleaning wipe that I got at a hotel we stayed at a long time ago. They gave us a whole bunch of these little packets, and they have like solution in them already. So there's that. And I usually have like a glass cleaning wipe in here. You know, like a microfiber cloth. I must have taken it out. I don't know what happened to that, but that's usually in there too. As well as this Crystal Essence Mineral Deodorant Towelette in the lavender and white tea flavor. This actually came as a sample in one of my Eco Emmy boxes, I believe. It was Eco Emmy, which is a monthly sample service that I subscribe to. And I post open box and review videos of that on my other channel. And this is one of the great products I was introduced to by Eco Emmy. They sell these at Walmart and at Walgreens, I believe, and it's just like deodorant in a cloth, and it's great for on the go, and it's small and actually really effective. So, and it's all natural. It's no aluminum, chlorohydrate, parabens, or phthalates. So that's nice. And lastly, I have a tiny little AAA battery, and that actually is a backup battery for my Bose headphones. So that is everything that was in there. And you can see it's quite a bit, and I still have quite a bit of room in here because I like to be able to fit some of these items in here when we get to our destination, like I said, and I want to use this as my purse travel walking pharmacy. But I leave most of these things in here most of the time. And these are all the things that would count as liquids, gels, or aerosols, and they're all in 3-ounce containers or less. So I have a lip product. This is the Dior Creme de Rose Smoothing Plumping Lip Balm. It has SPF 10 in it. I actually use this every morning as my lip balm before I go out for a run and take Winnie for a walk. It's a great, very nourishing, thick lip balm, so it's great if you're going to be outside, and it's really nice on the plane. SPF is great to have on the plane because you're still getting sun in the plane. In fact, you're getting a lot more than you think you are because you're much closer to the sun even though you're in a plane. This is nice to have, and this is a more recent product for me. I've only had this for about a month, but I really enjoyed this on my last trip. And like I said, I do use it every day. So once we get to wherever we're going, this goes with my skincare, my morning skincare routine stuff. It doesn't stay in this bag until we are returning home. Then I have a whole bunch of other products for your hands. I have a hand sanitizing spray. This I found at Sonoma a long time ago. It's an organic one in lavender, and I like it because it's a spray. It's very small and it smells very subtly like lavender. A lot of hand sanitizer sprays I just am not that fond of, or hand sanitizers I should say. I haven't seen a lot of sprays. I'm just not that fond of the smell's overpowering, and when you're on an airplane you don't want to put anything on that's really, really potent because it's just to be courteous to your fellow travelers. So this is nice, and I like to use hand sanitizers mostly when I travel, especially on an airplane. And I always follow up with moisturization because hand sanitizers are drying. So I have a few Burt's Bees products. I have my favorite Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream, excuse me. This is like a tiny little mini version I got in a little Burt's Beeswax set. It's really nice. It reminds me a bit of Lemony Flutter by Lush, which is my favorite nighttime I put it on my cuticles, on my toenails and fingernails. Well, this is kind of a lighter version of that. It's a little less herby smelling. It's more lemony smelling. And I find it's just to keep my cuticles and hands hydrated. With moisturizer on a flight, just really helps, because even if you're on a plane for only a couple hours, it's very, very drying. And then I always follow up with the Burt's Bees Thoroughly Therapeutic Honey and Grapeseed Oil Hand Cream, which is a really nice, lightweight, but very effective hand cream. And I really enjoy that hand cream in general. Then I also have this Burt's Bees Hand Salve, which is more of a, like a medicated kind of intense hand therapy. So that's like in the winter if I'm getting really dry knuckles or something, or really dry elbows or heels, I'll put this on the plane as well. Then I have a couple of face items. The first is a moisturizer. This I got as a sample a long time ago. This is by Basha. It's their oil-free daily hydration with SPF 15. I use this more in the winter when traveling on the airplane. I'll end up putting this on right before we get on the flight when we're sitting at the gate. And it just helps keep my skin feeling hydrated, because like I said, the airplane is just so drying and my skin always feels like really not happy. So I have these couple things to help make me feel more comfortable in my skin. And then I always travel with a rose water kind of tonic spray. And this one I just got in my Birchbox, Birchbox, which is another monthly sample service that I subscribe to. Again, I do videos on those on my other channel if you're interested. And this is by Melvita. This is the Rose Floral Water, right? And it's organic cosmetic. I'll give you a closer look. And just like once or twice during the flight, I'll just spritz this on my face a couple times. First of all, it smells nice and calming. It's very rosy. It's very refreshing, which is nice, and it is hydrating as well. And it kind of like helps you looking fresh and feeling fresh as well. So I've been trying out this one for the past trip we were on, but usually I travel with the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water, which is a very similar concept. And I just have it decanted into a little mini spray bottle, which you can also find at the Container Store. These little mini guys. So this is a very similar product. I've just been testing this one out. And I like it a lot, and it's quite a big container's worth. I mean, I used it on like 5 flights this past trip, and it only went down like a tiny little bit in the bottle. So it's a spray, it's a misting spray. A little bit goes a long way. And that is everything that I have in my carry-on and travel walking pharmacy. Again, like I said, it's in 2 cases because of TSA regulations for liquids, gels, and aerosols. But once we get to our destination, I'll put a couple of the things that I use on a more daily basis into this case, and I'll pull out things like the headphones, not the headphones, like the earplugs, I mean, and that I won't need in my purse, and I'll just carry this around in my purse while we're on our trip, and it's a nice multi-purpose little case. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care and safe travels. Thanks for watching, you guys.